Hello, and welcome to Select 10. If you're in search of an exciting getaway into futuristic realms, mind-bending adventures, and breathtaking visuals, Netflix is nowadays a treasure trove for sci-fi aficionados, featuring a mix of classic and contemporary films that push past the limits of imagination. From gloomy possibilities to alien invasions, revolutionary innovations to space voyages, the streaming giant has plenty for any sci-fi fan. So, here are the top sci-fi movies on Netflix that will take you to places beyond your wildest imaginations. Number 10. Predators is a 2010 science fiction action film, directed by Nimrod Antal. Acting as a prequel to the Predator series, the movie centers on Royce, a mercenary, who wakes up to find that he and a number of other people, involving soldiers, criminals, and a doctor, have been thrown onto an extraterrestrial planet. In order to survive in the hostile jungle, they have to collaborate to outsmart their pursuers and discover the real reason for their existence. The film captures the intense nature of the Predator franchise with its harsh, strange jungle locations and frightening predator monsters. Although it offers plenty of suspense and action, Predators doesn't add anything to the franchise. There is little character development and an easy-to-follow narrative. Because of its heavy reliance on well-known Predator mythology, the movie feels less like a new Predator entry and more like a recap of previous installments. However, it works well as an action thriller, featuring gripping scenes and a terrifying alien danger. Number 9. The Machine? It is a 2013 science fiction action thriller film, directed by Caradog W. James. The film takes place amid the context of a Cold War involving the West and China. The primary story centers around Vincent, an inventor operating for the British administration, who is entrusted with developing a supersoldier for winning the war. His newest model, Ava, is an achievement, with intelligence comparable to human beings. However, when Vincent becomes close to Ava, conflicts mount when the military tries to utilize her for its own ends, sparking a war between technology and mankind. The transition of Ava into a machine is masterfully done, with a modern aesthetic and understated visuals that add to the sci-fi feel. The film's topics are interesting, but the plot does not always carry through. While it does bring up difficult issues regarding AI and mankind, it focuses too much on well-known military overreach cliches. However, all things considered, it's a visually striking science fiction movie with a fascinating plot. While it doesn't completely explore its topics to their possibility, it gives a solid and provocative examination of the power of AI and the future of mankind with plenty of action. Number 8. Chaos Women. The narrative opens on a planet where women have vanished, and men's thoughts, known as noise, are constantly visible. The primary focus lies with toys. However, as they make their way over the treacherous terrain, they come across unsettling realities about their society. The film has a striking visual aesthetic, especially when noise is portrayed as spinning particles that encircle the heads of the characters. The apocalyptic tone of the movie is complemented by the utopian cities and surroundings. Plus, action scenes, particularly pursuit sequences, are well shot and keep the story moving. While the world building is fascinating, certain story points remain unexplored and incomplete. Even while Holland and Ridley get along well, the film's underdeveloped characters make the emotional impact lackluster altogether. Overall, sci-fi lovers will like Chaos Walking, owing to its intriguing premise, fascinating action sequences, excellent characters, and sci-fi ideas. Number 7. Reminiscence. It is a 2021 sci-fi tech thriller film, directed by Lisa Joy. The movie takes place in a dystopian future, where memory reliving is made possible by technology. The narrative centers on Nick Bannister, who operates a service that allows users to relive their past events. Shortly when May, an enigmatic woman, enters his workplace looking to recreate a moment from her past, his life takes a completely different turn. However, after May vanishes, Nick becomes fixated on tracking her down, and exposes a risky scheme in the process. The movie crafts an aesthetically spectacular world with dreamy scenes that mix current events and earlier times, and drowned urban settings. The memory sequences are skillfully shot, immersing the audience seamlessly into the protagonist's memories. Though the idea behind reminiscence is intriguing, it is not properly executed. The plot can seem complicated at times, especially when it comes to the mystery element, and the pacing can be slow at certain parts. However, Reminiscence presents a visually striking universe, likable characters, and an intriguing idea that makes it worthwhile to watch. Number 6. The Endless. It is a science fiction horror film, directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. It revolves around two brothers, Justin and Aaron, who fled from a strange, unknown cult called Camp Arcadia many years ago. While Justin thinks that the cult was a dangerous death cult, Aaron has fond memories and wants to know more about it. The story takes a twist when the brothers receive puzzling video from the cult, which makes Aaron return to Camp Arcadia. Soon, unusual events unfold, and time repeats itself. Two moons appear, and people are stuck in time loop cycles, while the brothers discover that the camp is trapped within a time loop, controlled by an evil being, with each loop culminating in a violent reset. This revelation forces Justin and Aaron to make a decision about whether to stay or get out before the loop resets. Overall, The Endless combines alien horror and science fiction with profound philosophical themes, delving into destiny, freedom, and humanity's quest for meaning in an indifferent universe. Number 5. Monsters. It is a 2010 science fiction horror film, directed by Gareth Edwards. The movie is set in a world where alien organisms have colonized certain regions of Earth and begins in Mexico, which has been designated as an infected zone, where these huge alien entities wander. The film chronicles the dangerous trip that photojournalist Andrew and Samantha, the daughter of his boss, take to escape the contaminated zone and find safety. Along the trip, they must evade both the alien monsters and the human military personnel. The film's settings, overflowing with ruins and hints of alien colonization, are unsettling and add to the post-apocalyptic vibe. The suspense is increased by the aliens' enigmatic and unsettling nature. Rather than being a typical alien invasion film, the plot is more of a slow-burn melodrama. While it could disappoint those anticipating explosive action, its emphasis on human drama is an enjoyable change from the genre, but the limited use of the creatures could put off viewers wishing for greater sci-fi extravaganza. Nevertheless, the film stands out for its unique alien invasion exploration and is a must-see for sci-fi fans. Number 4. The Paradise. It is a sci-fi mystery drama, directed by Boris Kuntz. The movie is set in a future where longevity can be obtained by purchasing time from others. The main focus is on Max, who is employed by a large biotech corporation that allows these kinds of transfers. However, once his wife Elena must give up 40 years of her life because of debt, Max sets out to undo the procedure and reveal the immoral tactics of the organization. While following Max's fight to recapture his wife's years, the movie also examines how society has split into two groups: those in need, who have to trade their time to survive, and the rich, who can live forever. The life transfer procedure is shown with terrifying efficiency, and the movie depicts a sterile, corporate-driven future with slick surroundings. The story addresses fundamental ethical issues concerning social classes and the price of life, yet several plot points appear undercooked. In general, it's a reflective science fiction drama that presents a fresh viewpoint on the economic gap. It offers a fascinating glimpse at the ethical implications of a society in which time is essentially wealth. Number 3. Elysium. It is a 2013 dystopian science fiction action film, directed by Neil Blomkamp. The film takes place in 2154, when Earth has devolved into a barren landscape and only the wealthy have the means to reside on Elysium, a space home equipped with modern technology. The narrative centers on Max, an industrial worker, who becomes terminally ill after radiation exposure, and desperately wants a treatment in Elysium. Along the way, he encounters assassins and powerful authorities, who are willing to stop at nothing to retain Elysium's exclusiveness, while he goes through a dangerous operation to transform into a cyborg-like humanoid, with the goal of breaking into Elysium. The film shines in its modern, elegant design of Elysium and its harsh, industrial themes for Earth. The two locations visually differ sharply, with Elysium shown as an idyllic sanctuary, and Earth looking chaotic and miserable. While Elysium presents a compelling action plot and provocative topics like societal unfairness, at times its overbearing style might come across as a little judgmental. In general, the movie offers thrilling action sequences and striking cinematography, rendering it a delightful viewing for enthusiasts of science fiction. Number 2. The Atom Project. It is a 2022 science fiction action comedy film, directed by Shawn Levy. The narrative occurs in 2050 and follows Adam Reed, a combat pilot, who obtains a time jet to return to the year 2018 to avoid a terrible catastrophe organized by Maya Sorian, the leader of a prominent tech business. But when he unintentionally lands in 2022, he meets his 12-year-old self, with whom he must work to reconcile their shared discomfort and preserve the future. The film features outstanding visual effects, especially in sequences that feature future weaponry, time travel gadgets, and air battles. The action-packed jet chases and battles are fascinating, while the film also achieves balance in its calmer, more emotionally charged moments. Overall, it's a fun and touching movie that adheres to well-known time travel cliches. The film excels at entertaining a broad audience through skillfully balancing humor, heart, and action. Though it does not break boundaries in the time travel genre, its emphasis on friendships and personal growth makes it a moving and entertaining film. Fans of Ryan Reynolds and light-hearted science fiction are going to love it. Number 1. Serenity. It is a 2005 space western film, directed by Joss Whedon. It is a continuation of the 2002 web series, Firefly. The plot centers on Captain Malcolm, who guides the crew members of the starship Serenity on a hazardous assignment as they find themselves involved in a government plot. The objective is River Tam, a young telepathic criminal who knows crucial information about the dominant alliance. As the group strives to find the truth about River's talents, they are chased by a lethal alliance agent. The film's grim, futuristic world, with its rusty spaceships and desolate surroundings, effectively embodies the fusion of Western and science fiction elements. The climactic battle sequences, both in space and on Earth, are executed effectively and breathtaking to watch. While Serenity is an action-packed plot, it does rely significantly on previous understanding of the series. As a single picture, newcomers may have trouble understanding the setting and characters. Nevertheless, it's a fun, skillfully written space adventure with compelling character development that all science fiction fans should see.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.